Casualty has won a BAFTA and Holby City has been cancelled. I'm Tommy Bowyer from Move Rewind, and without further ado, let's get into it. So, the cast and crew of Casualty are probably over the moon at the moment because last week they managed to win the BAFTA for Best Continuing Drama, and honestly, it was so well deserved. Now, Casualty have won this award twice before, so this is the third time Casualty have won it, and honestly, I don't see what other programme could have won it because Casualty has been on top form since returning from its 6-month hiatus, especially the early part of Series 35. Those episodes are mostly 10 out of 10s. The episode, the Series 35 opener, dedicated and centering around the pandemic and how emergency departments and the NHS more generally had to cope with the difficult decisions relating to the pandemic, was done beautifully. I think a lot of anti-vaxxers and people who believe that that COVID did not exist and that the pandemic was not as bad as it was being portrayed in the media, I think you should sit them down and watch that Casualty episode centering around the pandemic, because it just shows that this pandemic has affected the lives of hundreds of NHS workers, and they've been putting their lives on the line to save people that they don't know. So I think Casualty really did deserve that award. I've heard a lot of people say online that Casualty shouldn't even be included in the BAFTAs for Best Continuing Drama because it is not a soap. And yes, I would agree, Casualty is not a soap. However, it is a continuing drama. It's on weekly, and honestly, I don't think the BBC give it the care and attention that it deserves, especially when you consider it's been on TV for over 35 years. So I think the BBC need to show the programme more respect, especially as you consider it has just won a BAFTA. So if they're thinking of cancelling Casualty, don't, because you need programmes which display the NHS, especially during a pandemic, because it highlights the problems and the challenges staff have to go through. And that leads on to the other subject. While it's been a great week for Casualty, it's not been such a great week for fans of Holby City, who have discovered in recent weeks that the BBC are going to cancel Holby City next year, ending the programme after 23 years. Now, a couple of weeks ago, the BBC announced that they would be cancelling Holby City in March 2022 after 23 years on screen. And if you think this came as a shock to fans of the show, well, let me tell you, according to Hugh Qureshi, who portrayed long-serving character Rick Griffin in the series, the cast and crew of Holby City were told an hour before the BBC made public that they were cancelling the show. The crew had no idea that cancellation was even on the table, so didn't even have time to kind of argue the case and say, come on, you can't cancel us. And I think it just highlights how out of touch the BBC are with their regular viewing audience at the moment. Now, Holby City was not a massive viewing snatcher. It didn't get over 10 million viewers. It probably got between 2 to 4 million viewers on average. And when you consider Doctor Who, which is supposed to be a flagship BBC series, gets about 4.5 million viewers, and that's only on for a couple of weeks a year, I think that just highlights that Holby City was not doing that bad as a continuing drama. Now, the reason the BBC have cancelled Holby City is because they want to make programmes which are more in touch with the United Kingdom as a whole. More specifically, they want to make a northern-based soap to rival Coronation Street and Emmerdale. Now, I don't really watch soaps. However, why would people who already watch Coronation Street and Emmerdale want another northern-based soap made by the BBC to watch as well? They don't. The BBC should be making unique programmes, and Holby City is a very unique programme, especially when you consider we're in a pandemic. So shows like Holby City reflect how the NHS are coping during a very difficult time. Holby City did an episode before Casualty dedicated to the pandemic, and it was handled really, really well. I think what this highlights is that the BBC don't really care if a programme's been on air for 23 years. All they care about is making sure that they have programmes which rival what ITV are making, what Netflix are making, what Amazon Prime are making. They don't care about ordinary licence fee payers, usually elderly, more mature people who watch Holby City. They don't care about them anymore. They're only making programmes for young people who aren't as interested in shows like Holby City. Now, there's already been a massive backlash about this. There's been petitions going around, people trying to save Holby City. I would say, if you are a fan of Holby City, go and sign one of them petitions now, because I don't think we're going to change the BBC's decision. However, I think if we sign petitions, at least it shows that not everyone is happy. When you consider we all pay our licence fees, and we've had no say in whether this programme has due to be cancelled. It's just been cancelled without any consultation with the public or even the cast and crew of the programme. So I think it's just a bunch of executives making the decisions. They don't even watch the programme. They just decided to cancel it because they want to make northern shows which can rival ITV soaps. It's a really bad decision. And let me put it this way. Casualty has just won a BAFTA. Now, for now, the BBC have said that Casualty is safe. If they decide to cancel Casualty as well, then the first thing I will be doing is cancelling my TV licence, because there will be no reason to watch BBC shows if Casualty and Holby City are not on. So I would say to the BBC, be very, very careful what you do now, because Casualty's been on the air for 35 years this year. So if you even think of cancelling that programme, there's going to be a lot of people very upset with you. So thanks for watching, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe in order to receive great and maybe even improved quality content in the future. And of course, I usually upload on a Tuesday. So why am I uploading on a Wednesday? Well, basically I had a cold at the weekend and that just knocked me out for several days. So it's taken me a little while to get back with it. Plus, because it's summer and I work in retail, I've been working a lot more now. So it can sometimes be difficult to make sure that I can get videos out on Tuesdays. However, that won't happen again. I'm going to try really hard to make sure that I'm releasing every Tuesday as usual. And of course, the next video I'll be releasing on this channel is a brand new film series of reviews, and that is Toy Story. Yes, I'm finally reviewing the Toy Story films. I'm really looking forward to doing it, and I hope you look forward to it as well. So I will see you in another one. See ya!